Hey everyone, welcome back to Story Vault Hub. Grab a drink because today's story is absolutely insane. This comes from a guy, I'm gonna call him Mike, who bought his dream house in a nice neighborhood in Texas, thinking he was finally set for life. Little did he know the Homeowners Association was about to try and take everything from him over a $200 fine. Yes, you heard that right, $200. By the end of this, Mike didn't just beat them. He made the HOA pay him $42,000 and publicly apologize. This is the ultimate HOA revenge story, so let's dive in. Mike closes on his house in June 2021. Beautiful 4-bedroom place, big backyard, quiet street, everything he and his wife wanted for their 2 young kids. The HOA fees were $450 a year, totally normal. He reads the covenants once, nothing crazy stands out, signs everything, moves in. Life is good. 2 months later, August, he gets a letter in the mail. Via notice, weeds in flower bed exceed 4 inches. Fine, $50. Please correct within 10 days or daily fines begin. Mike looks at the front flower bed. There's literally 3 tiny weeds. He's busy with work, forgets about it for 2 weeks. Next letter. Second notice, fine now $200. Daily accruing fines of $25 will begin if not corrected. Mike rolls his eyes, pulls the 3 weeds in 5 minutes, takes a time-stamped photo, and thinks that's the end of it. It wasn't. September rolls around and he gets another letter. But this one is different. It's from a law firm the HOA hired. It says he now owes $1,750, $200 original fine, plus $4,050 in accrued daily fines and legal fees. Mike laughs at first, thinking it's a mistake. He emails the HOA president, some lady named Brenda, who everyone already hated, with the photo of the clean flower bed and asks them to zero it out. Brenda replies with one line. Photos are not accepted as proof. Pay or further action will be taken. Mike is pissed now. He calls the management company. They tell him it's out of our hands. Pay the attorney. He refuses. October, November, December, no payments. Every month another letter adding more legal fees and collection costs. By January 2022, the amount is $4,300 and they've placed a lien on his house.
This is where it gets scary. In Texas, HOAs can actually foreclose on your home for unpaid assessments, and they treat fines exactly like unpaid dues. Mike starts doing research on Reddit, Facebook groups, calls lawyers. Most lawyers want $5,000, $10,000 upfront to fight an HOA. He can't afford that with 2 little kids and a mortgage. The HOA keeps sending certified letters, final notice before foreclosure proceedings. Brenda even drives by his house slowly one day while the kids are playing outside. Classic intimidation move. Mike is stressed, barely sleeping, thinking he might lose the house he worked 10 years to buy. Over 3 weeds he already pulled.
Then something clicks. Mike finds the original covenants from when the neighborhood was built in 1998. Buried on page 47 is a clause that says daily fines can only begin after a hearing where the homeowner is given notice and opportunity to appear. Guess what? Mike was never offered a hearing, not once. Also, Texas Law Property Code 209 says HOAs must provide a payment plan before they can foreclose for anything under $5,000. They never offered him one. Mike prints everything, highlights the violations, and sends a certified letter to the HOA board and their attorney, listing every single law they broke and demanding they remove the lien and all charges within 14 days or he will file suit. Silence for 3 weeks. Then Brenda calls him, first time she ever speaks to him directly. She offers to settle for $2,000. Mike records the call. Texas is one-party consent and says no. He wants 0 plus his legal costs. She laughs and hangs up. 2 weeks later, he gets served. HOA is officially foreclosing. Sale date set for the first Tuesday of the following month. That's when Mike goes nuclear. He files an emergency lawsuit in district court asking for a temporary restraining order to stop the foreclosure, plus damages for violating the Texas Residential Property Owners Protection Act, filing a fraudulent lien, and emotional distress. He attaches all the proof, the original covenants, screenshots of emails, the recorded phone call, everything. Because he asked for emergency relief, the judge sets a hearing 3 days before the scheduled foreclosure. The day of the hearing comes. Mike walks in with a folder an inch thick. The HOA sends their attorney, a guy in a cheap suit who looks annoyed to be there. The judge starts reading the paperwork, and you can see his eyebrows going up. 10 minutes in, he looks at the HOA lawyer and says, "Did you really try to foreclose over $200 without a hearing or payment plan?" The lawyer starts stammering about board discretion. Judge shuts him down. Discretion doesn't override state law. The judge grants the temporary injunction on the spot, stops the foreclosure, and sets the full trial for 3 months later. Now the HOA is screwed, they can't sell the house, but they're still on the hook for everything. Mike's lawyer, he finally found one who took the case on contingency because it was such a slam dunk starts discovery. They request every email, every board meeting minute, every communication about Mike's property for the past year. Guess what they find? Emails from Brenda saying things like, make an example out of him, and he's new, he'll pay if we scare him. They even find an email where the property manager told Brenda they can't accrue daily fines without a hearing, and she replied, do it anyway. They never fight back. Trial day comes. The HOA offers to settle the morning of trial $15,000 and remove the lien. Mike says no, he wants his day in court. The jury hears the whole story, takes them less than 45 minutes to come back. They award Mike $7,000 in actual damages, $25,000 in punitive damages, and $10,000 in attorney fees, for a total of $42,000. Plus, the judge orders the HOA to send a written apology letter to every single homeowner explaining what they did wrong so it never happens again. Brenda resigned 2 days later. The management company was fired, and Mike, he framed the $42,000 check and hung it in his garage right next to the flower bed that started it all. So yeah, that's how you beat an HOA that tries to take your house over literally 3 weeds. If you're dealing with a crazy HOA right now, document everything, know your state laws, and never ever pay a fine you don't owe just to make them go away, because sometimes fighting back pays $42,000 worth. If you guys want more stories like this, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Story Vault Hub brings you the wildest Reddit stories every week. Drop a comment if your HOA ever tried something this insane. I'll see you in the next one.